things are a little slow until the NHL season starts. There's only so much analysis you can do in a day. Turns out there's no limit to the number of cheese puffs you can throw at someone's face. And we're getting pretty good at it. And just like that, puck drop on a brand spanking new season of the NHL is upon us. Welcome to Healthy Scratch. I'm Danielle Michaud. Personally, the wait didn't feel that long. I love summer, cottages, concerts, a couple cold ones, although none of my drinks as epic as the hashtag Molly Mark. The St. Louis Blues made sure to live up their championship tour, still reeling at Layla Anderson getting a ring, and appreciate Steen for pointing out
that poor guy who's going to propose to you one day.
Speaking of rings, I've never felt like I relate more to pro hockey players than when wedding season strikes. It's nice to see the fellas let loose, a la Blake Coleman and his wife Jordan, with an all-time first dance to Old Town Road. Or better, Ryan Reeves flipping the script and becoming Reverend Revo to officiate a renewal of vows at the Chapel of Flowers in Vegas for a pair of contest winners.
Now, many of you know me as Ryan Reeves, the Grim Reaver, Revo, Kane's worst nightmare, whatever you want to call me.
True love, Golden Knight rally towels, a dig at Evander Kane. It's beautiful. Something that's become a bit of a passion project for Reeves.
He's weak, gets taken down by a ref. It happens.
How excited
Gotta get in the gym, no?
Justin Bieber recently got married. Why am I telling you this? Well, it turns out he was hoping for a bit of grapes-inspired attire for the big day.
I love it. I love this suit. You should have let me wear it to the wedding. Please respond to this on the next Coach's Corner.
Although this shouldn't be a surprise. Don Cherry's well aware this good old Canadian boy has a similar fashion sense.
Oh, there's Bieber right there. Look at the pants. He's wearing the same pants as me. I get caught. See that? I wear those pants all the time. Hey, get a room.
In the words of the great Laszlo Holmes, let's do that hockey. The season is finally here. Puck drop so close, Steve. So I asked you to pinpoint 5 things this season you're most looking forward to.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm sure this will shock all the viewers, but we're starting with his beloved Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Mitch Marner!
This team of lovable kids, it's sort of it's lost its innocence, right? A little bit. So what's left? Really all that's left is for them to win. It's no longer cute when they get 100 points and do nothing with it. You're expected to beat everybody if you want to be loved in this city.
Okay, so expectations there, and it's time to fulfill
it! Those guys are going away soon. Cool.
Did you see Avengers Endgame?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
I know, I'm the one person.
spoiler alert for Steve and those who haven't. The Hulk,
Yes.
Incredible Hulk, and Bruce Banner combine into Professor Hulk. So strong, smart, terrifying.
Best of both worlds.
And I feel like those vibes you kind of feel like Connor McDavid might have, as in, don't make him angry.
Here's the thing. He had a bad season last year, or at least in terms of success.
Yep.
Constantly disrespected in the MVP picture. I want to see Connor McAngry.
Ooh.
I want to see him as mad as a wasp flying around my head. I want to see what the best player in hockey looks like, genuinely pissed off.
You know the song Empire State of Mind?
Yes.
Jay-Z, Alicia Keys?
Yes.
In New York!
That was actually really good.
I thought so. Okay, so the line. There's nothing you can't do unless you were the Devils and the Rangers who stunk it up on a nightly basis.
Yes, but they're finally relevant again.
Isn't that exciting?
It's so exciting. They're really interesting. The fact that they both went out and got big fish, like established big fish. Rangers go out and get Panarin. The Devils go out and they get PK Subban along with a few other players. But the Hughes and Kakko angle. Jack Hughes looks fantastic. Capo Kakko looks fantastic. So they both go from bottom dwellers who stunk to extremely relevant, exciting teams who might make the playoffs and might even play each other.
Nothing sounds more like a snooze fest than the Board of Governors meetings.
Great.
Right?
Yeah.
Not for me, but
Really cool.
the salary cap. The cap?
They said the cap was going to be $83 million months and months ago now, it feels like. Now it's $81.5. Well, what difference is $1.5 million going to make? Huge. The players sneaking through waivers this year, it's enormous. No one can afford any goalies. So I'm excited to see how the cap evolves going forward, and if maybe that $1.5 million that we lost last year gets made up.
And finally,
is this real life?
the Stanley Cup champs were the Blues.
Yes.
Which still sounds funny to say.
With a team that fired their coach.
Correct.
Was last place on January 3rd.
Also factual.
Dumb. So what dumb is going to happen this year?
Something dumb.
Something dumb.
If you were to pick like the goofiest possibility of a team that would really blow people's minds, do you have one that sort of lingers?
I think a team that people are being a little too hard on. Get away! Get away! We'll see if it's a Canucks fan, because I'm about to say I think they're going to make the playoffs. People are being too hard on them, I think. To me, especially in that division, the Pacific's sort of gotten old and fallen off. I think the Canucks are going to surprise a lot of people.
We'll wait and see. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Time to fulfill
Oh my
it!
God! Fulfill it! Fulfill it!
This is Michplays, where we oh so gently rib some of the less than stellar efforts on the ice. And in week one, whole lot of dudes scoring on their own net. That is Jaden Schwartz actually giving Jordan Binnington a very tough time. This is Connor McDavid, who throws it in front. Matt Roy redirects it into his own net, as if Connor McDavid needs any more help scoring goals. And knowing McDavid, that was probably planned. Now this, the Capitals take it to a whole other level of difficulty. Mems, throw a little pinball on there. 1, 2, 3, and off the goalie. Come on. Magical. It's a really hard thing to do. Now, brain fart of the week goes to Kasperi Kapanen. Blocks the shot, and I'm gonna throw my broken stick at Jeff Petrie, which is totally dumb. Obviously a penalty. Gets a penalty shot, scores, they end up losing the game, but nothing was as bad as this. The Gardens, Elias Anderson, your big moment, and watch the cable. Yeah, a cable, right where they're all skating out for their big entrance. Elias hits the deck, gets back up, but I don't think you ever recover from that. All right, so every week we're gonna dish out a trio of stick taps to whoever or whatever I think is worthy a little extra attention. We begin with Blake Coleman, because how do you start anywhere else? Guy scores a ridiculous goal of the year candidate on day one, and the level of difficulty expert mode. He outmuscles Dmitry Kulikov, has enough power to flick it on goal past Laurent Brossoit, who, considering the score at the time, probably should have taken any threat more seriously. Give me all the replays on this beauty. Now we gotta give stick taps to the Jets, who not only crawled out of that 4-0 hole to win in a shootout, but more specifically to Paul Maurice, who had this to say after.
First period, it was like eating a sand sandwich on toast.
I have many questions. Have you had a sand sandwich, Paul? Are we talking straight sand, no fixings? Any condiments? Mustard seems to be popular these days. Either way, thanks for jazzing things up from the usual "we played like shit." Finally, stick taps to the Columbus Blue Jackets social media squad, who wanted to get the season off to a positive start, sending out personalized tweets to every other franchise. Standouts include their props to Anaheim on the Flying V, although even Gordon Bombay knows that play's trash. Obviously, I love the Office reference to Buffalo about buying Dunder Mifflin and telling Detroit their pizza is okay, which is total BS. If you haven't tried Detroit style, you haven't lived, but we'll save the pizza debate for another time. That's it, that's all for week one of Healthy Scratch. Hope you enjoyed it. We want to hear from you, so please subscribe, like the piece, leave some comments. We're also going to do some fun new segments, including a mailbag of sorts, so feel free to contact me at the info below with some questions, queries, weird ones. Nothing is too off the wall. There are no dumb questions. Hope you enjoyed it. That's it, and we'll see you next Monday for Healthy Scratch.